Good morning students. Today we are going to start our lecture with lens makeup formula. This is a very important article of this chapter. First of all, we will see what are the assumptions which we have to take while driving the lens makeup formula. So the first assumption is that the lens is thin. Means जो हमने lens लिया है it is thin. Now if the lens is thin, then the distance which is measured from the poles of the lens can be taken to be measured from the optical center. अगर हमारे पास जो लेंस हो वो थिन हो, उस केस में the distance measured from the pole of the spherical surface or the optical center of the lens are taken as equal. Next is that the aperture is small. The जो aperture है हमारे लेंस का वो small है. थर्ड इज जो हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट है मीन्स जो पॉइंट ऑब्जेक्ट है हमारा दैट इज प्लेस्ड ऑन द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस ऑफ द लेंस. एंड द लास्ट assumption इज द इंसिडेंट रे एंड द रिफ्रेक्टेड रे मेक्स स्मॉल एंगल विद द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस. मीन्स जो प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के साथ एंगल्स बनेंगे इंसिडेंट रे के और रिफ्रैक्टेड रे के, दैट एंगल्स आर वेरी स्मॉल. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल इन्वेस्टिगेट द फिगर. अब इस फिगर में देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, वी हैव कंसिडर्ड अ कन्वेक्स लेंस. दिस इज अ कन्वेक्स लेंस. C इज द ऑप्टिकल सेंटर ऑफ द कन्वेक्स लेंस. अब हम करेंगे व्हाट इज द होल रिफ्रैक्शन विच इज बीइंग टेकन इन प्लेस इन दिस लेंस. First of all, see students, we have taken a object O, a point object O, which is placed on the principal axis of the lens. Now, a ray of light is coming from this object is incident at the lens at point A. अब यहाँ पे हमारा है rarer medium, यहाँ पे हमारा है denser medium. So, when the ray of light will move from rarer to denser medium, it will bend towards the normal N1 C1. This is our normal, so it will bend N1 A C1 is our normal, so it will bend towards the normal and will move like this. So first of all we will only investigate the first spherical surface of the lens. So in the first spherical surface of the lens, the ray strike here, it bends towards the normal. If the second spherical surface of the lens is absent, then this ray must have formed an image I dash on the principal axis. So I dash is known as the image of the point object O from the first spherical surface, and this image is formed in the absence of the second spherical surface. So here to form the image, this was the first ray and second ray is the one which goes through the optical center undeviated. So meeting these two rays, the image is formed at I dash. So for the first surface we have the formula as N2 upon V1 minus N1 upon U is equal to N2 minus N1 upon R, where N1 and N2 क्या है हमारे refractive index of rarer and denser medium, and R1 जो हमारा है that is your radius of curvature, U is the object distance, and V1 जो हमारा है that is the image distance. Now in the second we have that this was for the first surface. Now if the second surface of lens is also present, now in that case the ray जो हमारी यहाँ पे image बनी थी I dash, this image will act as an object for the second surface and the final image is formed at I. मतलब जो हमारा first surface है उसके लिए this object as जो हमारा point object हमने place किया था वो हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा. बट इन द केस ऑफ जो हमारा सेकेंड स्फेरिकल सरफेस है उसके लिए जो हमारी इमेज फॉर्म्ड है ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट बाय द फर्स्ट सरफेस, दैट एक्ट्स एज द ऑब्जेक्ट फॉर द सेकेंड सरफेस. सो अप्लाइंग द फॉर्मूला फॉर द सेकेंड सरफेस वी हैव n1 upon v minus n2 upon v dash minus t is equal to n1 minus n2 upon r2. t यहाँ पे क्या है students? thickness of the lens, and since we have taken that the lens is thin, so this term will be ignored. So adding equation 1 and 2, we will have n1 upon v minus n1 upon u is equal to n2 minus n1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. We will divide this whole equation by n1. We will get 1 upon v minus 1 upon u is equal to n minus 1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. और अगर जो हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट है इट इज प्लेस्ड एट इंफिनिटी, तो हमारी जो v की वैल्यू हो जाएगी वो हो जाएगी f, because if the object is at infinity the image is formed at the principal focus. So we will have 1 upon f minus 1 upon infinity हमारा आ जाएगा 0. So we will have 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1, 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. Now comparing these two equations, we will have 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So the inverse of the focal length of the lens is equal to 1 upon image distance minus 1 upon object distance. Next we are going to discuss image formation by lenses. First of all, we will talk about all the rules which we have to follow while making image through the lenses. The first rule is the incident ray parallel to the principal axis goes through or appears to come from the second focus. Second is incident ray passing or appearing to pass through principal focus move parallel to the principal axis. And the third is a ray of light incident or passing through the optical center is undeviated. Now we will start with image formation by convex lens. In the first figure we have that the object is placed at infinity. When the object is placed at infinity, the image is formed at the focus, at the second principal focus, and in this case the image is real, inverted, and it is very small in size as compared to the object. In the second case we have the object is placed at twice the focal length, that is 2f. In this case the image is formed on the same distance on the other side of the lens, and the image formed is real, inverted, and of the same size as that of the object. In the third case we have if the object is placed between principal focus and the optical center. In this case the image is formed on the same side as that of the object. The image is enlarged, means the size of the image is very large as compared to the object. The image formed is virtual, and also the image formed is erect. So students, this was the image formation by convex lens, and in the next lecture we will discuss the image formation by concave lens and magnification.